buy, sell, hold, Animation Chronicle will be up to 12 minutes by 2026.
Jesus Christ. Is it that
Each episode, 12 minutes.
Buy, sell, hold. The next Yu-Gi-Oh card game anime will have a girl protagonist.
Come on,
What are we
man.
thinking?
Come on, man. All right. So, buy, sell, hold. If we like it, I'll buy it. If I hate it, I'll sell it. Really not if I like it, as in if I agree with it. I could hate it and still buy it. It's really if I agree. It's not whether I love it or dislike it. Let's hold on. I've got some fun music. There we go. Some fun office jazz stock trading.
Let me listen.
Music.
I gotta listen to this for a hot sec. Let me do this.
Nick T, let's go. What are we starting with, my man?
So actually, this is a direct jump off from that last donation. But I actually want to preface this that most of mine that I'm reading are not super. Well, actually, about half of mine are not super grounded in reality. We're just spitballing here.
That's what the segment's for. That's what the segment's for.
So obviously, there's been a lot of talk about the this new Genesys format. With it being announced recently, and people kind of having conversations about what that's going to mean for the future of Yu-Gi-Oh. So that being said, buy, sell, hold. The next Yu-Gi-Oh anime won't be Rush or Master Duel, but rather a Genesys format anime.
It's so funny because a couple of people actually said this. JR was one of them in the days after the Genesys rules dropped. So I'm going to say this. I am going to sell. I am going to sell. Sell. And the reason I'm going to sell is because this does not pertain to the OCG. This does not pertain to the player base in Japan. If a new anime was going to be made, I would have to imagine that they would not be promoting a TCG exclusive format, although the irony would be absolutely incredible because Japan has basically been doing a Yu-Gi-Oh anime for 5 years where nobody outside of the OCG can actually play the game in Rush. So it would be like an inverse of that situation. I will upgrade this to a buy, Nick T. If they bring Genesys over to the OCG, I actually think there's some steam here in that if that happens. And that's my contingency to upgrade it to a buy. But right now I'm going to sell. I mean, Nick T, what do you think?
Even though I was the one that delivered that, I'm going to sell, actually. I'm going to sell. At least because I think looking at precedent, we had something like speed duels with Brains that was touched on a little bit, but pretty quickly was abandoned, and that show really wasn't a speed duels show. I don't really foresee it. I'm not saying anything about the potential success of Genesys. I just don't see it being something that's standalone enough to have its own show, similar to speed duels in that way.
Okay, yeah, love it. All right, so we are both selling. Everybody in chat, please let us know if you're buy, selling, or hold. Dredger, what do you got for me?
So I got a little different. I was just talking about it. I have to bring it up again.
Oh, boy.
So buy, sell, hold. Animation Chronicle will be up to 12 minutes by 2026.
Jesus Christ. Is it that
Each episode, 12 minutes, baby. We're going to double it. Double it.
That's scary. That is scary.
Are things
Which
that
realistically
bleak?
means in 2 episodes we're gonna get 12 minutes.
Well, you know what? Even if this was like by the end of 2026, I would still sell. I am selling this. I do not think. I actually don't think that the Chronicles will ever reach 10 minutes an episode. Until that happens, I can't even humor something like 12 minutes. I get why this is a thought here, and I get that because it has gone up in length, right? The Sky Striker first 2 episodes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Well, the last 2 Chronicles episodes, 6, 6.5, 7. Like, we are going in the right direction, but I think the cap is around 8 minutes for this project right now. I'd be shocked, especially because we're about to switch and we're about to go to Charmers in December, which I think is going to maybe revert the time back down to that 4 or 5 minute mark. I can't buy this. I sell it. But Dredge, you're a big fan of the Chronicles. What do you think, man?
If the number was around 9 or 10, truthfully, I'd be in the hold buy range. So because it's 12 and we only have two episodes, arguably, I'm gonna sell it. But I would be in the hold area if it was 9 to 10 minutes. I do believe anything that this is a short would be 10 minutes or less. But I do believe it could get to that 9-10 minute range for sure.
Okay, no, love it. All right, Nick T, what do you got for us? You got to give me something to buy, man. You got to give me something to invest in. Come on.
I do want you to buy. This, you know what? That's funny. It is funny that you say that for this next one I have, because it's something we've discussed maybe ad nauseum, but it's time to bring it up. This is the segment for it. Buy, sell, hold. The next Yu-Gi-Oh card game anime will have a girl protagonist.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I have gotten this one for the 10 years consistently every single month that I have done content. And I have said, and I've got to reiterate before I give my buy, sell, hold so people don't, look at me weird. I have wanted a girl lead in Yu-Gi-Oh ever since I started making content. When I was making Road to Yu-Gi-Oh 6 videos, you know what? I'm going to be an optimistic fool, and I am going to hold. Hold, please. Wow. I am going to hold, even though everything inside of me tells me I should sell. The reason I'm going to hold is we've gotten good steps forward with the girls that were treated well in the Rush Yu-Gi-Oh shows, Sevens and Go Rush. But the reason why I don't feel comfortable even considering buying is because who the hell knows what studio's doing Yu-Gi-Oh 9? I don't. It's not going to be Bridge. I'd be shocked if it was
Konami Animation,
Bridge.
bro. Come on.
Konami Animation. And so does that bring a girl lead? Probably not. But you know what? Maybe it'll be like Yugi Moto's daughter or something. I could see them doing that.
Oh God.
Hey, you never know.
Nick T, what do you think, man?
I'm also gonna hold. I'd like to buy, but I will say I'm not. The only reason I'm not selling is because I think we had a pretty interesting, pretty solid foundation for Yomu in Go Rush, and then obviously she fell off pretty hard. But a very interesting and significant redemption of her as a duelist, her as a character, enough for her to carry the show as a character pretty heavily. As an antagonist, but really like in the main fold, that I think we are, if not this one soon, are in step with getting a girl protagonist, and it could be this one. Who knows?
You know what? I love the optimism. All right, I still have not. I'm not close to buying Dredge. Can you give me something to buy, man? What do you got?
I'm gonna go over to the card game side. Maybe I can get you with the card game. I don't know. About to find out. So buy, sell, hold. Are you ready for this one? It's gonna be good. I think you're excited.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous for it.
The deck of your favorite antagonist, Yu-Gi-Oh Brains. This deck, Armatos Legios, will be printed by the end of 2026.
Well, I got one button to hit for that.
Sell.
I'm selling that, and you know what?
Did you immediately sell?
I immediately sold. This could have said by the end of 2030, and I would still sell, dude.
Wow.
I sadly, I don't think this is a deck that is going to be printed anytime soon. I think it's too tied to Judgment Arrows, and I just don't think they're going to print that card anytime soon. And you know what? You're giving me this hypothetical the year they canned the Animation Chronicles set. The year they canned a set that gave us anime support, anime exclusive support for the last 5-6 years, they canned it. And when it didn't get announced in February, March, a lot of people were like, oh, well, maybe they're pushing it back to the end of the year. Nope. I mean, it's October. I think we have the entire release calendar through the end of the year. They totally did away with one of the only sets that consistently every year brought anime exclusive cards to the real game. And will they bring it back in 2026? Who the hell knows? I think it's been a brutal year if you're someone who loves anime exclusive cards. If you're someone who loves the anime, it's just been brutal. Dredge, yeah. I'm selling this, and again, it could have been 2030, and I'd still probably sell. I think we'll get Armatos Legio in mid 2030s. But what do you think?
Oh, it's 100% a sell. I don't know why you hesitate.
Sell.
All right, Dredge. Thank you, Dredge. All right, Nick T, what do you got for me, man? Is it card game related?
It is card game related, and if you're gonna You're gonna love this one. If you think
You're gonna love this.
2026 is too soon for what he stated,
Oh,
you're
no.
gonna love this. I think unification is what the Yu-Gi-Oh IP needs right now, especially in a time of uncertainty. And I can see a unification here of the two sides of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think buy, sell, hold. The Konami will combine by the end of 2027. Konami will combine the TCG and the OCG. Unifying the two halves of our card game.
You guys have come with some really good ones. The community did really, really well with some of these. As we asked the Discord, I know you guys pulled some from the Discord.
We did.
Man, these are some good ones. This for me is a hard sell. This might be the quickest sell of the entire video, dude.
Beautiful.
I would be stunned if we ever had this happen. This could say in Dylan's lifetime, Konami will have merged the TCG and OCG, and I would still sell it. Those are two products that are never going to be merged. If those products ever get merged, it means that Yu-Gi-Oh is in dire straits, and I hope we never get to that point. I am completely selling this. But Nick T, what about, I mean, you don't know too much about the inner workings.
I don't know. No, I know nothing about the inner workings, and I'm completely going on vibes alone on this one. But based on that, I mean, I gotta sell.
Sell.
It fully makes sense to me, but I do like the I like the idea. I enjoy it, and this is an opposite situation that we talked about right before we started the game, where you might not like something, but you might have to buy it because it just makes sense and be a good financial decision. This is something I do like because I like the idea of unification, but I also know nothing about, and it's a horrible buy.
All right, Nick T. I'm sorry, Dredge. What do you got for me? Please, I want to spend my money, man. Come on, what do you got?
As someone who knows you, you do not want to spend your money. That being said, all right, I'm gonna change it up a little bit.
Okay.
We've said we wanted this. You've said it. I've said it. Latrell has said this. We need a Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Okay. But no, hear me out. Don't.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm listening.
There's a reason you might actually buy this. Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm listening.
The key here, buy, sell, hold, at some point. You with me? At some point.
I like that word. I like that phrase. I love that phrase.
We will get a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX DSOD style movie at some point. At some point.
You know what? Hold on. Well, what is GX DSOD style movie? So I don't. In the most basic sense, that means a sequel to the GX. I'm gonna assume anime, even though DSOD was a sequel to the manga. So
again, I think you're thinking too literal. I'm talking just the same style of movie, but with GX.
You know what? I'm actually gonna hold this one.
I'll say it's definitely a hold.
I'm actually gonna hold this one. And so you're holding too, Dredge. You're holding too.
I'm holding 100%.
Oh,
because it's not a full buy, but if they were gonna make a movie, it's gonna be with DM or GX.
That's the part that I fully agree with. Listen, I am not gonna change my internal beliefs. My internal beliefs, and they have been for 5 years now, is we will get another Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime movie at some point. I genuinely believe that. Yeah. My mind on that is not going to be changed. The story of Yu-Gi-Oh! DM is complete. I mean, it is with DSOD, sure. The question is, would they ever do a movie without Yugi and the main cast? If they were to do one, it would be a GX movie. It would. That is the most popular spinoff.
Agreed.
It just is. And so on that merit, I'm not going to buy because I think there's a lot of issues with it, but I will hold that. I'll in good faith hold that one. Absolutely.
That's nice. Now we're cooking.
Absolutely.
See, I got you to hold at least.
You got me to hold. I've held a couple of ones, but I really want to buy. We've only got 2 left. Nick T.
I think you might buy in this one.
Yeah, he probably will.
I think we've seen it. So there's history backing this one.
Oh God.
I guess you need to define it though. You need to define.
Well, just say it and then I'll work through it.
Yes, you can work through
it.
Buy, sell, hold. There will be a severe crash out on the anime side of Yu-Gi-Oh! Post Jump Festa. We saw it, you know, when Sevens was initially announced. What did we see at Jump Festa?
So can I
not even post?
By the way, can I actually say why I'm absolutely buying this?
I want you to buy.
That is 100% a buy, because obviously if nothing happens, there's going to be a crash out. If a new Rush Yu-Gi-Oh happens, there's going to be a crash out. If a DM like sequel series happens, there's going to be a crash out. I don't want to interrupt you, but like the determination of a crash out can be positive. A crash out can be, well, no. So again, the question is not, I will have a crash out. The question is the anime community.
Will there be?
And
the anime
I think the anime community, no matter what gets announced or doesn't get announced, will have a crash out. I absolutely do.
Really?
Yes, because I don't think there's a reality unless, even if they did a big like crossover show, I still think you'd have people freaking out about that. I think the only way you don't get a severe crash out, and again, we're using crash out as like a negative term here, not like an excitement, is if they announced like a new like
5D's what's it revamp, what's
5D's
the
sequel. This will be a buy no matter what gets announced, or tragically doesn't get announced. There will be a severe crash out.
Yeah, you can't make everyone happy, but you can make everyone unhappy. So either way.
Nick, are you buying or what are you doing?
Oh, I'm buying. Yeah.
I want you to buy.
Yeah, like you said, if there's no show, everyone's gonna bug out. If there is one in one way or another, it will be met with some kind of mixed results.
You think if a new Yu-Gi-Oh gets announced and it's a Rush anime, you think a majority of the community will have a very good response to that? Because
your community or the whole community?
The whole community.
Your community. Oh.
The whole no.
The answer is no.
No, the answer is no, because yeah, there's a lot of purists out there that don't even see Rush anime as Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
It's fair to not watch it. That's cool.
Of course.
You don't have to watch, you don't have to like it.
Yeah, a lot of people in this community that we still talk to and see every once in a while like are friendly with don't watch. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
But they respect it, and it's still a Yu-Gi-Oh. It is still, I mean,
of course,
fundamentally and objectively still Yu-Gi-Oh. But there's a sect of the anime community that considers it not.
Of course.
So those people will not be happy.
Yeah. No. That's why there will be one. It's a total buy. Dredge, what is the last one? Give me back-to-back buys, man. What's the last one?
Like another game or format that failed, Cross Duel. Buy, sell, hold. Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesys will be discontinued in the next 3 years.
Oh, jeez. I mean, that is brutal. I mean, mentioning Cross Duel, yeah, I mean,
you gotta bring it up, man.
Sure. I mean, that didn't even last a year. That didn't even last a year.
Never forget.
So there is a reason why I want to sell this, and it's because they've already made adjustments to like the point ban list, which I think is a really, really, really good sign that they actually care about it. But at the same time, we saw what happened to Speed, right? Speed is done at this point. Every time, every time they try something new, it just doesn't seem to like last. I have to hold this.
Please.
I have to hold this. I don't want to buy it because like, yeah, I don't know. There is a history here of alt formats, especially on the TCG side, not lasting very long. 3 years is tight. They're already showing that they're making adjustments to it, so I think there is a little bit of care that's around it, which is good. I hope this doesn't come true, but man, I'm genuinely torn on it, and I've seen a lot of mixed responses in general to the Genesys format. A lot of mixed responses, so I'm torn on it. I mean, Dredger, what do you think?
Yeah, this one's a hold because it's definitely possible that it does have that same fate. However, as you've said, it seems like they buffed out some of those scratches, so it shouldn't be as unfortunate as the end of Cross Duel. So I think it's going to be around, but I don't know if I can invest too much in it.
Fair. All right.
Yeah.
Well, boys, an incredible round there of buy, sell, hold. A lot of fun. One of my favorite segments that we did back on the Crazy Eights podcast and in the Sevens Up podcast. It's just a lot of fun to hear kind of like how the community's feeling and then give our own thoughts and predictions. And it's awesome. So really, really cool. You just watched one of the clips from my Talking Yu-Gi-Oh show, which airs every other Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please leave all your thoughts down below. Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! And I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
Why